why we're all here. By Dr. Seuss. So here we go. At the end of town where the grickle grass grows, and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing excepting old crows, is the street of the lifted Lorax.
And deep in the grickle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today where the Lorax once stood just as long as it could before someone lifted the Lorax away.
What was the Lorax, and why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere from the far end of town where the grickle grass grows? The old Onceler still lives here. Ask him. He knows.
You won't see the Onceler. Don't knock at his door. He stays in his lurkin on top of his store. He lurks in his lurkin, cold under the roof, where he makes his own clothes that'll miffle mock roof. On unspecial dank midnights in August he peeks out of the shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells that the Lorax was lifted away. He'll tell you, perhaps, if you're willing to pay.
On the end of a rope he lets down a tin pail, and you have to toss in 15 cents and a nail in the shell of a great-great-great-grandfather snail.
Then he pulls up the pail, makes the most careful count, to see if you've paid him the proper amount.
Then he hides what you paid him away in his snubby, his secret strange hole in his groove of his glove. Then he grunts, call you whisper my phone, for the secrets I tell you are for yours alone.
Slurp. Down slurps the whisper-mouth bone to your ear, and the old Onceler's whispers are not very clear, since they have come down through a snurgly hose, and he sounds as if he had smallish bees up his nose. Now I'll tell you, he says, with his teeth sounding gray, how the Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back, such a long, long time back.
Way back in the days when the grass was so green, and the pond was so wet, and the clouds were so clean, and the song of the swummy swans rang out in space. One morning I came to this glorious place, and at first I saw the trees, the truffula trees! The bright-colored tufts of the truffula trees! Mile after mile in the fresh morning breeze!
And under the trees I saw brown barbaloots frisking about in their barbaloot suits, and they played in the shade and ate truffula fruits.
From the rivulet's pond came the comfortable sound of the humming fish humming while splashing around.
But those truffula trees! All my life I've been searching for trees such as these. The touch of their tufts was much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk.
I felt a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew just what I'd do. I unloaded my cart.
And in no time at all I built a small shop. Then I chopped down a truffula tree in one chop. And with great skillful skill and with great speedy speed, I took the soft tuft and I knitted a bead.
The instant I finished, I heard a good sound. Poof! I looked. I saw something pop out of the stump of the tree I chopped down. It was sort of a man. Describe him. That's hard. I don't know if I can.
He was shortish and oldish and brownish and mossy, and he spoke with a voice that was sharpish and bossy.
Mister! He said with a sawdusty sneeze. I am the Lorax! I speak for the trees! I speak for the trees have no tongues! And I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs! He was very upset. He shouted and puffed. What's the thing you made out of my truffula tuft?
Look, Lorax, I said, there's no cause for alarm. I chopped just one tree and doing no harm. I'm being quite useful. This thing is a feed. A feed is a fine something that all people need. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat. But it has other uses, yes, far beyond that. You can use it for carpets, for pillows, for sheets, for curtains, for covers, for bicycle seats. The Lorax said,
Sir, you are crazy with greed. There's no one on earth who would buy one of those food feeds.
But the very next minute, I proved he was wrong. For just in that minute, a chap came along, and I felt that the feed that I knitted was great, and he had me on for $3.98. I laughed at the Lorax. You poor stupid guy. You can never tell what some people will buy.
I repeat, cried the Lorax, I speak for the trees. I'm busy, told him.
Shut up if you please.
I rushed across the room, and in no time at all, on a radio phone, I put in a quick call. I called all my brothers and uncles and aunts, and I said, listen here, here's a wonderful chance for the whole Onceler family to get a mighty rich. Get over here fast, take the road to North Niche. Turn left at the Weehawken, sharp right at the South Stitch.
And in no time at all, in the factory I built, the whole Onceler family was working full tilt. We were all needing feed, just as busy busy as bees to the sound of the chopping of chocolate trees.
Then, oh gravy-o, how my business did grow. Now chopping one tree at a time, that's too slow.
So I quickly invented my super axe hacker, which whacked off 4 chocolate trees in one smacker. We were making feeds 4 times as fast as before, and that Lorax, he didn't show up anymore.
But the next week, he knocked on my office door. He snapped, "I am the Lorax who speaks for the trees, but you seem to be chopping as fast as you please. But I am also in charge of the brown barbaloots. We play in the shade with our barbaloot suits, and I'm happily live eating truffle of fruits. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough truffle of fruit to go round. And my poor barbaloots, they're all getting the crummies because they have gas and no food in their tummies. They love living here, but I can't let them stay. We'll have to find food. I hope that they may. Good luck, boys!" He cried and sent them away.
I, the onceler, felt sad as I watched them all grow. But business and business and business must grow, regardless of crummies and tummies, you know. I meant no harm, I most truly did not, but I had to grow bigger, so bigger I got. I biggered my factory, I biggered my roads, I biggered my wagons, and I biggered the loads. The feeds I shipped out, I was shipping them forth, to the south, the east, the west, the north. I went right on biggering, selling more feeds, and I biggered my money, which everyone needs.
Then again he came back, I was fixing some pipes, when at last that old nuisance came back from Lorax with some more grapes. "I am the Lorax!" He sneezed and he snuffled, he snargled, he sniffed. "Onceler! Onceler, you made such a marvelous smoke! My poor swami swans, but they can't sing a note! No one can sing who has smog in their throat! And so, pardon my cough, they cannot live here, so I'm sending them off! Where will they go? I don't know. Hopefully, they may fly for a month or a year to escape from the smog you've smogged up around here. What's more? Snapped the Lorax, his dander was up. Let me say a few words about clippity-clop. Your machinery trucks on, day and night without stop. Clippity-clop and schloppity-schlop. And what do you do with this leftover goo? I'll show you, you dirty old once-more man, you! We're clumping up the pond with that humming fish humming stuff. No more can they hum, for the gills are all gummed. So I'm sending them off. Oh, their future is dreary. They'll walk on their fins and get woefully weary in search of some water that isn't so smeary.
And then I got mad, I got terribly mad. I yelled at the Lorax, "Now listen here, Dad. All you do is yap yap and say, bad, 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 bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, and I'm telling you, I intend on doing just what I do. And for your information, you Lorax, I'm biggering, unbiggering, unbiggering, and biggering, and biggering. Plenty more trouble at trees and the feeds, which everyone needs."
And at that very moment, we heard a loud whack. From outside in the fields came a sickening smack of an axe on a tree, and we heard the tree fall. The very last truffle tree of them all.
Oh no. No more trees, no more feeds, no more work to be done. So in no time at all, my uncles, aunts, everyone, all waved me goodbye, they jumped into my cars and drove away under the smoke-smuggled stars.
Now all that was left beneath the bad-smelling sky was my big empty factory, Lorax. And I,
the Lorax said nothing, just gave me a glance. Gave me a very sad backward glance as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants. And I'll never forget the grim look on his face when he heisted himself and took leave of this place, through a hole in the smog without leaving a trace.
And all that the Lorax left here in this mess was a small pile of rocks with one word, unless. And whatever that meant, well, I just couldn't guess.
That was long, long ago. But each day since that day, I sat here and worried away. Through the years while my building had fallen apart, I worried about it with all of my heart.
But now, says the onceler, now that you're here, the word of the Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless Someone like you cares a whole awful lot. Nothing is going to get better. It's not.
So, Hatch calls the one slur. He lets something fall. It's a truffula seed, the last one of them all. You're in charge of the last of the truffula seeds. And truffula trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new truffula, treat it with care. Give it clean water and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest, protect it from axes that hack. Then the Lorax and all his friends may come back.
Yay!